Flying economy in 2025 is no longer just a test of patience, it's survival. Between shrinking seats, rising ticket prices, and Wi-Fi that feels slower than a 90s dial-up connection, it often feels like airlines are challenging passengers to see who can endure the longest without losing their sanity. But surviving the ride of a plane doesn't require luck or a first-class ticket. With the right tricks, you can turn even the most miserable flight into something surprisingly manageable. These insider strategies will help you fly smarter, stay comfortable, and maybe even enjoy your journey a little. Because in 2025, economy travel is all about strategy, not luxury. Let's start before you even step onto the plane. The biggest mistake travelers make begins at the gate, letting their devices die before boarding. Most planes still cut off outlet power during taxi and takeoff, which means you can't rely on the seat plug right away. That's why the first rule of surviving economy is simple: charge everything in advance. While waiting to board, plug your phone, tablet, headphones, and power bank into any available outlet. Don't settle for small power banks either. Get one that's at least 20,000 milliamp hours and supports fast charging. It's the difference between streaming your favorite show mid-flight and staring blankly at the seat in front of you for hours. Pro travelers even bring a compact multi-port charger so they can power up multiple devices at once. And since in-flight Wi-Fi in 2025 still drops out more than a bad Zoom call, always download your shows, playlists, and maps for offline access before leaving home. Next comes seat selection, the secret battlefield where comfort is won or lost. The seat you choose determines your entire flight experience. Don't leave it to chance. Before booking, use aircraft layout websites like SeatGuru or AeroLOP. They show which rows don't recline, which ones have extra legroom, and which seats are too close to bathrooms or galley doors. Knowing this ahead of time saves you from spending a long-haul flight next to a constantly flushing toilet or a crying toddler. Always double-check your seat 24 hours before departure when online check-in opens. Airlines often release premium seats for free or cheaper upgrades at the last minute. Sometimes, an aisle seat near the front of the cabin opens up just because someone canceled. Grabbing it fast can change your trip entirely. Boarding is another mental trap most travelers fall into. Everyone rushes to get on first, like it's a competition. But the first passengers end up sitting in stale air, while everyone else wrestles over headbins. Unless you're carrying oversized luggage, wait until the end to board. You'll avoid the aisle chaos, save your back from standing too long, and step onto a plane that's already cooled down. If you're strategic, you'll even get a cleaner seatbelt and tray table since you're not the first to touch them. There's no prize for sitting on the plane the longest, in fact. Boarding last often means the least stress. Now, let's talk about clothes. Flying isn't a fashion show, it's a comfort marathon. Cabin pressure makes your body swell, so anything tight becomes a torture device midair. Skip the jeans and fitted sneakers, wear stretchy, breathable fabrics instead. Loose joggers, moisture-wicking shirts, and compression socks are your best friends. They keep blood flowing and prevent the dreaded post-flight swelling in your legs and ankles. Bring a hoodie or light sweater that doubles as a pillow, blanket, or makeshift shield from the cold vents above your seat. The key to surviving economy is temperature control. Layers are essential because cabin temperatures fluctuate between freezing and stuffy without warning. Once you're in the air, your biggest enemy is dryness. Cabin humidity levels drop to around 12%, drier than most deserts. That means dehydration hits fast, and so does fatigue. Avoid alcohol and coffee. They'll make you even thirstier. Instead, bring electrolyte mixes like Liquid of4 or Nuun. They pack hydration without needing constant refills. Ask for plain water every hour or so, and sip regularly instead of chugging. Even better, carry an insulated thermos. Flight attendants will happily fill it with hot water for tea or soup, and it'll stay warm for hours. A hydrated passenger is a happy passenger, and it helps fight off jet lag too. Airline food isn't winning any Michelin stars, but there's a trick most people don't know. Order a special meal. Vegetarian, vegan, kosher, or halal meals are usually prepared separately and served before the standard options. That means you eat earlier, get fresher food, and avoid running out of your preferred choice. You'll also have time to stretch or use the restroom before everyone else finishes eating, and lines start forming. If you forget to select one when booking, call the airline at least 48 hours before your flight. They can often still add it manually. It's one of the simplest upgrades you can make without spending a cent. But even good food can't save you from hours of stiffness. Blood circulation in cramped seats can drop by nearly 40% after 3 hours. That's why every few hours, you need to move even a little. Roll your ankles, lift your knees, rotate your shoulders, and stretch your arms overhead. If you can, stand near the lavatory for a minute or two to stretch your legs. It's not just about comfort, it helps prevent swelling and reduces the risk of deep vein thrombosis. Set a reminder on your phone or smartwatch for every 3 hours. Your body will thank you later. Here's a little known secret. The back of the plane can actually be the best spot. Since most people avoid it, you might score an empty row and extra space. On some aircraft, service starts from the back, so you get your meal sooner and can rest earlier. Check the seat map. What others skip could be your hidden advantage. Middle seats are usually the most hated spot on a plane, but there's a twist. The middle block on large aircraft can actually be a sweet spot. On planes with 2 aisles, such as the 777 or A350, the aisle seats in the center block offer more flexibility. You can get up on either side without bothering anyone, and you're less likely to get bumped by service carts. Some flight attendants even prefer those seats when flying off duty because of the balance between legroom and accessibility. Another pro move? Pack a small seat survival kit. Don't shove everything in the overhead bin and forget it. Keep a pouch under the seat in front of you with essentials like headphones, sanitizer, snacks, chargers, lip balm, medications, and a pen for customs forms. This way, you won't have to climb over your neighbor mid-flight to find something. Use a transparent zip bag so you can see everything inside, especially when cabin lights are dimmed. It's a tiny habit that makes long flights infinitely smoother. Now, let's fix one of the biggest pain points of your posture. Long flights wreak havoc on your neck and back, but with a few tricks, you can minimize the damage. Forget those bulky U-shaped pillows that never seem to fit right. Flip them around so the support rests under your chin, preventing your head from falling forward while you sleep. Roll up your blanket or sweater and place it at your lower back for lumbar support. If you're short on space, inflate a small beach ball halfway and use it as a makeshift footrest. It helps circulation and eases back strain. You can also turn your tray table into your personal movie theater. Holding your phone or tablet for hours destroys your neck. Instead, use a phone grip or fold your sunglasses behind your phone as a stand. Some travelers hang a clear plastic bag from the latch of the tray table and slip their device inside for a DIY hands-free setup. Adjust the screen slightly below eye level, and you've got an ergonomic mini cinema. Bring noise canceling or soft silicone earplugs to block engine hum. Your brain will feel less fatigued after hours of exposure to that constant drone. One small but powerful hack can help you sleep better without interruptions. Flight attendants are required to check if seatbelts are fastened during turbulence, and if yours is hidden under a blanket, they'll wake you up to check. The solution? Always buckle it over your blanket, not under. Keep it visible, but slightly loose for comfort. This simple trick prevents unnecessary wake-ups and helps you rest through most of the flight. As you near your destination, you'll notice everyone starts to look drained. Oily skin, dry lips, and messy hair. That's because the cabin air and recycled pressure wreck your hydration and appearance. About 45 minutes before landing, head to the lavatory and do a mini refresh. Brush your teeth, wash your face with wipes, apply moisturizer, use deodorant, and add a few eye drops to combat dryness. You'll feel human again and walk off the plane looking far better than you feel. Flight attendants call this the arrival reset, and it's their secret to stepping off red eyes looking composed. Flying economy isn't about comfort, it's about mindset. You can't control legroom or turbulence, but you can control your attitude. Treat the flight as a mental reset. Make flying part of the experience, not just the transit. The more you see it as me time, the less exhausting it feels. Small rituals like journaling, watching a comfort movie, or planning your next trip can completely change how you perceive the discomfort. And finally, the most important rule, learn how to sleep smart, not hard. Darkness triggers melatonin, so block out as much light as possible. Use an eye mask or hoodie to cover your eyes. Turn off screens at least 20 minutes before you plan to sleep, and tell your body it's rest time. Drink water, stretch once, then get into position. Belt visible, hoodie up, pillow in place. If you're consistent, you'll fall asleep faster and deeper every time you fly. Forget the myth that nobody sleeps in economy. With the right setup, you can actually wake up refreshed, or at least not broken. Flying economy in 2025 might feel like an endurance sport, but with a few smart moves, it's completely survivable. From charging your devices to mastering seat tricks, from staying hydrated to training your mindset, these habits turn chaos into calm. So next time you step onto that crowded plane, remember, you're not just another economy passenger. You're a strategist, and maybe the only person on board who actually knows how to make it through in one piece. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.